And we're live with two parts of September Sun here at the live at Georgie the Journo headquarters. We were just talking about goat, so I'm glad we've got that out the way. I just can't get over it. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm here with Spence and Shah. Say hello.
Hello.
Right. So there's many things we're going to be talking about today. First up, we have to talk about Glastonbury Calling, because we're both part of that.
Yeah.
This year, a very exciting event on February the 24th. How did you become involved in it?
I got invited by Ian and the team to join the team.
Yeah.
I went to a couple of the Glastonbury Calling events. Had a really good time. In fact, we played. It was one of the first times that we played. We played the Riflemen's where you're running.
Yes.
And then after that, I just got invited to join the team and help out with, you know, being part of the committee and on the actual day, kind of troubleshooting, running between all the venues. And me and Nick Ballora last year just basically clocked up the miles, going around shifting tickets, making sure everything was done, helping out, move stuff. And
because I saw you at the Hawthorns.
yeah, we were literally everywhere, and I was absolutely exhausted by about 11 o'clock. I kind of.
But worth it though.
It was worth it, yeah. And each year it gets better and better and better. I mean, there's tickets are flying out really fast. I think there's still requests for some event marshals to join in, and if you're an event marshal, basically you get a ticket to go around all the venues, as long as you turn up for your shift. And the kind of marshals, they're requiring different venues. They're not, you're going to be there watching some of the most amazing music in the town, so it's quite incredible. But
it's a real mixture of because I was writing some bits for the programme the other day, and it's amazing how diverse the lineup actually is.
Well, it's incredible when you think about how many venues. It was, I think it was only 4 originally, then it's 5, and now we've got a dance kind of section down at the football club. With Martin Randall, who's kind of organising that with some headline acts.
Too Drunk to Funk.
Too Drunk to Funk, View from the Beach, people like that. Then you've got the Hawthorns with mainly original acoustic and some kind of electric bit of music. Arthur with his kind of rock kind of tinge to it.
Riflemen's, we've got a bit of everything. Yeah,
Jem did it last year, and that was all kind of world music and eclectic music. And I think the Assembly Room's doing that this year. That's where Jem's going to be. That's going to be quite fantastic.
And 2 stages at the Booker Bars. There's an acoustic-y stage, isn't
Run by the lovely Missy Edwards. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But she did a really good job last year. She was probably the one with the most under pressure out of all the venues. Though I know Tracy, Tracy Badman, who was running the Hawthorns. The initial start of that was absolutely frantic. Every team did extremely well. And held it all together. And then, you know, there was like me and Ian, and Karen, running around just trying to keep everything going.
And it did, and it went very well.
Yeah, I'm really proud to be part of it. I'm honoured to be part of the committee. Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay, so now moving on from Glastonbury Calling. September Sun has taken various different forms.
Yeah.
How did you meet each other? Because obviously you had other members before, and now Shah's come on board.
Well, I was just kind of finishing with Nick, really. Nick Ballora, who's now got his band, got Chemistry with Sherry Nutty. Great band too. And Nick was kind of looking for a different direction. At the time he was kicking around with Oscar, that's right, yeah. And they were kind of doing lots of instrumental stuff. Shah kind of came in off the back of that. You'd seen us play the year before.
Yeah, over at Frome and at Hawthorns.
But you didn't feel right about kind of joining in at that time, did you?
Well, one of the numbers that you did, I thought, I like that. I'd like to play with that.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was now.
Yeah. And then kind of I think it was the Hawthorns. We naturally kind of came together, and Shah said, "Do you mind if I'd come in and jam on one of your numbers?" And did that. And I thought, this is cool. This is really cool. And it was also in the same time with Rhett joining, wasn't it?
Yeah, I played with Rhett in another band, so we kind of knew each other a bit.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it kind of organically grew from
Drum and bass, yeah.
Yeah, because you know, Rhett, who's not here, he's just the coolest guy, isn't he?
He's wonderful.
He likes his shades.
Oh, he's cool.
He does. Yeah.
The man in black.
Typical bass man.
He is typical bass, but again, he's an instrumentalist in his own right. He can play piano, play bass, play guitar, can't he? He
Yeah.
writes as well, and he transposes it.
Got
And
a
he
good voice.
Great voice.
Yeah.
And he teaches too as well. He teaches music as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't realise he taught it. I knew he could play various
Yeah, he
instruments. but I
teaches
didn't realise-
guitar, teaches piano and stuff. And so yeah, we kind of all got together. In fact, Rhett was a bit concerned because James had left and Nick had left, and there was this kind of period of kind of bit of uncertainty really, and then it all started coming together.
Yeah.
And it's just gone from strength to strength. We've tried having lead guitarists kind of come in, but it gets a bit too busy.
Yeah.
And
Because you want that laid back, sort of chilled out.
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we do like the really gospely stuff, we want the story to be heard, or we want the message to be heard,
Yeah.
and that's what we try and purvey. And we're constantly learning. We never stop. We always keep trying to change things up, switch things up. So what you heard 6 months ago will be different to what it is today.
Yeah, and we've been focusing on the harmonies and the choruses
Yeah.
without a lead
Yeah.
guitarist, so that's given the three of us a opportunity to get in tune with each other, and
Yeah.
that's coming on all right. Yeah.
Because you're a multi-instrumentalist as well, aren't you?
Ah,
You dabble in various different...
yeah, harmonica, first instrument, percussion, and I play a little guitar, but not really publicly
Yeah.
very often.
Private. Private gigs only. Yeah, man.
When did you first pick up a harmonica then?
Oh, long time ago, when I was about 13 or 14, I think. Yeah.
What made you want to pick it up? That particular instrument? Because usually, typically, people are like, oh, they want to play guitar or
I
whatever.
know
so
the
it's
answer
quite...
to this
Well,
one.
yeah, but some people who are maybe going to see this haven't. I was fortunate enough to see Sonny Boy Williamson II, who was 67 when I saw him play, and he was backed by John Mayall with Eric Clapton on lead guitar.
Oh, wow.
And it just blew me away, and I thought, I've got to play that. And he could play blues with his nose, and I mean, it was really blues. And it was just amazing. And that was it, that fired me up.
Yeah.
That and a number called Country Line Special by Cyril Davies, Rhythm and Blues.
I love it when you
All-Stars.
play that. I absolutely love it. when you
Yeah, I
play
can
that.
just about do it now, but
It's fantastic.
it's a fast one, like a train going along the track and
Absolutely
pulling the old whistle and everything, yeah.
Is that the kind of music you tend to listen to then?
Well, that started me off. I love all sorts of music. You know, started off with blues and rock and gospel and world music, opera a little bit, classic. There's not a lot of music that I don't like, really.
If Shah's driving, so if it's Shah's turn to drive, because my CD doesn't work in my little van
Right,
at
okay.
the minute. I don't know the code for it, and I'm too lazy to get that sorted out. So when we go in Shah's got a vast collection of CDs, and it is like Lucky Dip.
Right,
You really
okay,
don't
yeah.
know what you're going to get next.
That's what someone said to me. They were like, only you could have like Nirvana and then Celine Dion in the same
Yeah,
like
that's it.
in the same thing. But it's I think that's important to open yourself up to various different artists, because you can learn a lot from different people, and
Yeah.
they'll bring something different to your life and your mood.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
yeah.
also as well, like people like me, I wouldn't necessarily heard of a particular artist, because Shah's got some really obscure CDs. You know, people who've just made a few
Yeah.
kind of albums and got that, and you're just sitting there thinking, wow, that's amazing. It's absolutely brilliant. And then we do people that everybody knows. I should tell the story about we were coming back from the cider barn in
Oh,
your
yeah.
car.
Yeah,
It was
that was a
amazing.
good one.
Is that when you were sat on you went and sat under the stars or something?
No, that was another time. That was
Yeah.
another time. That was we got held up by goats. Funny enough.
Right. Oh
Straight
no,
out there.
goats!
Yeah, we
Those
did.
poor goats.
Yeah. No, but this one time we were coming back. We'd been in
Yeah.
the cider bar and we'd
Yeah.
done a gig there, and it was fantastic. In fact, we got a gig there February 11th, haven't we?
Yeah.
On a Sunday afternoon. Amazing. It's gonna be
We
great.
were singing along to Tom Petty.
Tom
weren't we?
Petty.
Oh, you've got to love a bit of Tom
And
Petty.
we were
back
both
down.
That's it. So we're both singing. You know, I mean, if there'd been a camera in, it can't be really funny. But so we're going. I won't back down. I won't get turned around. And literally, as we're ending the verse, a shooting star just literally bombed across the sky, and it was like bigger than usual, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like a tennis ball, you know. It was like really big to watch. Literally, as we ended on the verse, and it's kind of typical our journeys home, isn't it?
Yeah.
In your car,
It was
there's
very
always
nice.
something happens.
Yeah.
Always
I
something.
imagine
Happens.
it being quite a surreal experience.
It's
just
brilliant.
Like
It's
out,
brilliant.
of, out of body.
You
It
feel
is.
you're in touch with the universe,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we've done it. We've done it loads of times. One time we were going across the moors, and the sun was just hitting the horizon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
and the whole sky was just lit up. It was like gold.
Yeah.
And we just stopped. As we stopped, because we were on a back road, it didn't really matter, so there wasn't a lot of traffic. These goats just kind of appeared out of nowhere, didn't they? So we just sat there thinking, wow, that's cool. Look at these goats. Yeah.
The goats were really there,
The
right?
goats were really there.
Right, okay,
Oh,
I
yes.
just had to check. I just had to check.
And they walked round us, didn't they? They walked
Yeah.
round us and then just appeared again. I said, well, we better get home now. And he said, that was cool. And I was going, yeah, it is, yeah. I'll whack some more music on. So, yeah, it's the best car journey in the world when you go with Shah.
So basically, this should be like your own little. I'm on the road again.
Yeah,
Yes.
indeed.
We have a lot of fun.
We do.
That's important though when you're in a
It
band as
is,
well. You're
yeah.
making music. You
And
want
the
to be able
three
to
of us,
enjoy it.
Yeah, three of us love playing together, and
Yeah.
we always enjoy it. And we give each other space, which
Yeah.
is nice too. You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
And we listen to one another, don't we?
Yeah.
We you know, none of us, we don't do the ego thing. We listen to each other and the advice that we kind
Really.
of... Yeah. Yeah. Well, we don't. We ride the ego, don't we? And rather than the ego ride us, that's what you say. But yeah, and so we listen to what each other has to say. We don't write anything off, do we? So that's why it's kind of nice and organic. We don't have a rigid structure. It
Yeah.
kind of morphs itself. So when it does kind of get together, it's solid, you know.
Yeah.
It's how it should be. And then it rolls on to the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. And it's just this wonderful soup that just keeps developing.
Soup.
Yeah, you know, like a
It's
good
not
September
thick,
sun soup.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it just gets better and better. You know, add a bit more spice, and you know.
Okay, so what will be your first song?
Well, we're thinking about doing when Brett's not here,
Yeah.
and we're just left to our own devices. There's one of our really kind of like full-on rock and roll songs that we've just kind of me and Shah slowed down,
Right. Okay.
and it's called. So you know it. It's called "Take Me,"
Right. Yeah.
but we do it
I do
different.
know
We do it differently.
Okay, this should be interesting.
Yeah.
So this is Take Me, the slowed down version.
Take me slowly, if you know. That's it, man. Right.
Do you want harmonica for this?
Yeah, please, man. I think we go in G, don't we?
I thought it was E, but if you say G, I'll follow you.
Yeah. Is that really slow, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm in tune. Yeah, so I don't think you would have heard this.
I haven't heard you play this, just you two. So I haven't heard this version.
No. Touch me, kiss me, and be in love with me once more. Have you served the bars, had drinks with those cats from Mars? Have you driven the streets, slammed to wall with cars? Touch me, kiss me, and be in love with me once more. Thank you very much. Nice one, man.
Thank you.
Okay, so I've invented a little game.
Oh, God.
This is going to test your knowledge.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Oh, thank you
I
for letting
enjoyed
us...
that version. I felt really like country.
Oh, thank you very
You
much.
know,
Yeah.
you know, when you see those places where you stand, you've got the balcony bit, and you've got the rocking chair, and you're just standing
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That kind
Yeah.
of, you know.
Yeah.
Very much.
Right. So, Bob Dylan or Johnny Cash?
Whoa! Oh, man. Both.
Right. No. That's not the question.
Ah, okay.
That's the theme.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Right, okay.
That's all right.
So,
We should be
I'll
covered.
ask you questions, and it's either Bob Dylan or Johnny Cash.
Oh, man, we're under the spotlight,
Yeah.
Shah.
And I just point out, Kate did this last week with Passenger, and I totally owned her on that.
Oh, my God.
Right.
So, right, okay. Bob Dylan or Johnny Cash?
Okay.
Who has the middle name Alan?
Cash.
No idea. That's.
It's actually Bob.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it Robert Allen Zimmerman, then, is it?
It is, yeah.
Alright, well, at least you got the.
Well, okay, right. Next one.
No wonder he dropped it.
Do you remember, yeah, Bob Zimmerman doesn't really have the same kind of effect, does it? So, who was born on May 24th?
Oh, man, this is so 50-50, isn't it? I'm getting shot to pieces here.
I
I'm going to say Cash again. I think I just say
I
Cash
don't
to
do
everything.
dates and things like that.
You
I was
eat
hopeless
dates?
at school.
You
Yeah,
eat-
I eat them,
you
but I
Yeah.
don't
Shah eats
actually
dates.
remember
Yeah.
them.
Chocolate coated dates or just dates?
I had a
Date.
date the other day, not as in a date with another person, but I did have a date stuffed with raw chocolate. And,
Oh, yeah.
Raw
and,
chocolate?
yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah, it was
and
nice.
a hazelnut. It was gorgeous. So on that premise, I think we got to go Cash.
Go on
Alright,
then.
Okay. It's actually Bob. May 24th, 1941. Johnny's was February 26th, 1932.
I should know,
Alright.
I should know that.
There we
because
go,
I'm a
right.
massive Johnny Cash fan. That's probably why I'm saying Cash to everything.
Yeah, you just want it to be Cash.
I just want it to be him. Though
Yeah.
I love Bob Dylan as well.
You do,
In
don't
fact, I was
See, that's
listening-
why I thought, you know,
When I was listening to Bob Dylan before I came out, I was listening to Buckets of Rain. You ever heard that song?
no, but I know more facts than you do, clearly.
Yeah, you know all the non-singing stuff, yeah.
I know the really important stuff
Yeah,
that
this is
comes
true.
up in quizzes.
Okay. I'm not doing
Okay.
very well. Okay.
Who has the least amount of children?
Wow, who would know that? I don't know. I just kind of listen to them. I know Johnny Cash got a few
Oh,
kids.
yes, I would say Bob.
Yeah, we've
But I
got-
bet it's.
yeah, the
Johnny.
first time we've said Bob, and it's Cash. Bob.
It's not. It is Bob.
Hey!
Johnny
we got
has
one.
5. Bob has 6.
Okay, it's close then.
Close.
Yeah.
I don't know how many I've got. I think there's about 4.
You've got 4.
I think so.
Hmm.
Courtney.
Yeah, Tyrone. And
Right.
then there's my other 2 boys, Ben and Kieran. But there's like, yeah, could be more, I don't know.
Who knows? If you think that you're
How
a
many
child
people?
of...
Starlings
Spence.
just went over.
Oh, there you go.
I wouldn't know what they look like. I've only lived here for about a month and a half. I know what the chickens are like.
Murmurations.
Murmurations.
Right, okay. Who sold more records?
Ooh.
Well, that's a difficult one.
I'd say,
Again.
I think I'd go. I think Johnny Cash has sold absolute masses and masses and masses, but
but
Dylan's
so
still
has Bob.
producing records, isn't he? And so on that premise, I'll say Dylan.
Yeah, I go for that too.
You're correct.
Boom. Logic.
Bob's over 100 million records, and Johnny's just over 90 million.
We need to buy some more Johnny Cash records.
What, millions?
Just to
of
help him
them?
out, because I think
Yeah,
you
man.
know,
I
I think
love
his
Bob.
family are struggling on their
Right, yeah.
current back catalogue.
Got to buy some more. Definitely. Go out and buy more Cash records, please.
You should.
Yeah. American 5, great album.
My favourite Johnny Cash. I've got quite a few actually. I like his version of Hurt.
Yeah.
I think that adds a different dynamic to that.
Yeah.
And the I obviously like it so much I can't even remember the name. Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Oh, yeah, cool.
I really like that one too. Right, who sang these lyrics to this section? See, you should get this.
I should get this. This is where I've got to shine, isn't it? Where I'm going to fall flat on my face.
Mate.
Right. When that old judge looked down and smiled, said, I put you up that river for a while, Lord, Lord. Would you like me to say that again?
Yeah.
Okay. When that old judge looked down and smiled, said, I put you up that river for a while, Lord, Lord.
Oh, God.
I just guessed Johnny Cash.
I've got a funny feeling it's Dylan because I was listening to.
Well, you go for it because you're the lyricist. You can have the deciding one on that.
I was listening to him this morning and he was going on about up by the hanging tree and the judge looked up. I'm going to go Dylan.
It could be either of them, couldn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to go Dylan, but just because I listened to a track this morning and it's ringing a bell. I haven't listened to Johnny in a little while yet.
It's Johnny Cash,
Oh, no.
Doing My Time, from the album With His Hot
Should we
and
just
Blue
end the
Guitar,
interview here?
1957.
I should have pushed for that.
Yeah, you
shouldn't
should.
I?
Yeah,
But-
Shah got it right.
Because
So
you're the lyricist, you know, so I
Yeah.
thought, well, you'll know.
There we go. Right, next one.
I was so gutted.
Well, the only thing that makes me laugh again is a southbound whistle on a southbound train.
Well, that sounds like Johnny Cash, doesn't it? Yeah. Go Johnny Cash.
It's Bob Dylan.
Oh.
Freight Train Blues
All
from
right.
the album Bob Dylan, 1962.
Oh,
See, this
Time
is
to
Rhett's
take up
one. We're
reading.
missing Rhett, aren't we? This is his thing.
Right, I've got two more, so
Okay.
and then I'll let
Well,
you. On.
we've got 50% of them right, haven't we? So.
Have you?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
no.
You're not scoring, are you?
Right, by the old wooden stone where our hats was hung, our words were told, our songs were sung.
That sounds like Dylan, doesn't it? I'm going Dylan again.
You're correct. Bob Dylan's Dreams album, The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan,
Yeah.
1963.
It's a good album.
Yeah.
But just about the time I start to tell you, I start feeling blue. And just about then, I lose my nerve and wait another day or two.
That sounds like Dylan as well. But I could.
I'll go for Johnny Cash on that one.
Well, I could go with Shah on this one.
Okay, it is Johnny Cash.
Yay!
Just About Time album, greatest, 1959.
Brilliant. There we go. So we finished strong.
It's pure guesswork for me.
Yeah, well, to be fair, you did have a 50-50% chance.
Oh, it's okay then. Yeah.
That's
There you
right.
go.
Yeah.
You got some of them right,
We got some. That's the main thing. Yeah.
which is more than Kate
I was
got.
panicking a bit. I thought you were gonna give us a questionnaire on local musicians, stuff like that. Would have been. Yeah.
I could do that too. I'm sure you'd know
No,
the answers
thanks.
to that.
Yeah. No, we're all good. Yeah. That's it.
That's enough of that.
Yes. Let's do any more quizzes.
So the last couple of years have been pretty busy for you guys as well, haven't
Mm.
they? What's been a particular highlight? Because there's certain places that you've been asked back
Yep.
again, like the Bath Festival you've done
Yeah. We got.
twice in a row now.
Yeah, we've done that, and then we got invited again this year, but unfortunately we can't go.
And the Cider Festival.
Yes, they're down south at Dorset at Breedy Farm. Wonderful. Two festivals they do there. Charlie Harris and Abigail, they run it, and it's brilliant. It's a beautiful little festival. It's only 500
It's a
people.
small one,
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
and
So-
there's a really nice feeling there.
yeah, I'm hoping, and we haven't been confirmed, and it would be inappropriate of me to say that we have been booked, but I'm hoping that when I come back from America,
Yeah.
that we can play in the August weekend that they do down there. That would be really nice because there's such lovely people, and it is a lovely festival. It's just, and they treated us like lords, didn't they?
They did very well, yeah.
Treated us with quality. If festival organisers were to learn on how to treat their artists, they go speak to Charlie and Abby. They were absolutely wonderful. So that was good, and I really enjoyed Farm Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Farm Fest. That was great, wasn't it?
Farm
Yeah.
Fest was awesome
Yeah.
from what
Yeah.
I can remember.
And we had, it was a great. That's that time that big biker guy thought he was going to punch us.
Yeah. But he was just saying,
He just
Nice.
worked. He was saying nice things, but with a few expletives thrown in. You know what I mean? It's huge. We're just literally packing down the gear. Andy Badman has stepped in last minute as well. So fair play, Andy Badman, legend.
yeah.
He's done that a couple of times, hasn't he?
Oh,
Where
dude,
Yeah.
he's
it's
such a
almost
dude.
like he's been with you for ages because he can just pick it up.
Yeah, he just kind of strolls in, gunslinger style, doesn't
Yeah.
he? And riffs
Wedmore,
it.
he did that one.
He
didn't
did
as
Wedmore
well?
with us, and that was packed out as well. You know,
Yeah, that was a good.
That was the Beer Fest.
Yeah, that was
And
cool.
it poured down with
And
rain,
everybody
didn't
jumped
it?
in and we had everybody
It didn't-
going.
It didn't dampen the music.
It didn't,
No.
man, did
No.
it? Yeah.
It seemed everyone was enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little kids were dancing at the front as well.
We're lucky, I suppose. Some people like us and what we do, and some people don't, and I'm kind of cool with that. But everybody who do follow us, they love us, don't they?
Yeah.
And it's
It's
great.
great when you see kids joining in as
yeah,
well
man.
and enjoying
Yeah.
themselves
Yeah.
because you think, great, you know.
Especially your kind of style of music as well, because I think a lot of kids, they get brought up on, I wouldn't say crap because each to everyone's own, but this kind of manufactured artist type. We're in that generation where so it's nice that they're actually picking up on other styles and enjoying that.
Yeah, we're lucky because we're not a blues band, we're not a country band, we're not a folk band as such, are we? But we just kind of sit in between, and we kind of got a 60s, 70s sound, and people like it of a certain generation, but young people like it as well, and we're forever getting compliments, and some of the biggest compliments we've had is like, oh yeah, so what track was that you were singing about the third one? Well, that's one we wrote.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So what? None of those were covered. No, none of those are covers.
You don't do covers.
We
do
don't
you?
do
No.
don't do covers, do we? No. So and that's it, and that's and you know, people genuinely just love what we do because we're a little bit different.
Yeah.
And we don't proclaim to be the best thing in the world ever, but what we try and endeavour to do, as you should do when you do anything creative, is we do the best that you can do and be the best that you can be. And then if you've done that, then you've done everything and more that you've needed to do.
And at the end of the day, you've got to enjoy what you're doing as well.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you wouldn't keep
That's
doing
it. Yeah.
We love
That's
it.
the key for me.
It is.
Enjoying it.
There's
yeah.
nothing better when you're up on stage and it's like having two brothers with you, really, and two best friends.
Yeah.
And you're up there and you're all smiling and you're hitting the groove, and it's just like, and you're smiling and the audience are kind of smiling as well, and you just get this constant connection. It's like kinetic energy, just keep bouncing back, don't you? And it's just a wonderful thing, and it's the best thing I've ever done, really.
It's great, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go to America, will you be doing a bit more writing? And
March 15th, and then March the 10th, you're coming, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good, that's right. Yeah, March 10th, the Market House. It's a big party.
Yeah.
A load of people playing music, us included. Lots of shenanigans. It's going to be a great night. And then 5 days later, I'm getting on a plane heading to Dayton in Ohio, staying with a wonderful friend called Robert Markham. I'll be staying in for a little while, kind of get over the jet lag and that kind of thing, and then up to see a guy called Tyrone Honeybuckle, and hopefully some other people, there's K-Roll Process, who hopefully get to meet, and a few other people in and around Ohio. Then down to Cincinnati, I've got some friends there, do some stuff down there. Then on to Nashville and Memphis, Austin, Texas, I've got some friends there. Then over to Houston, Denver, Santa Fe, because there's a bit of a music scene on there at the moment, or so I've been told. And then over to LA, San Fran, and then if I can make it, up to Portland, Oregon, and then back to Springfield. It's like a big smile, the rate,
Yeah.
you know, and it'll be all planes, trains and automobiles. But I'm not nailing it on, you know, like, as if that's written in stone. If I find something along the way,
Yeah.
I'm going to go
Just
for
going
it.
to go with the flow.
Because it's not more than the music, really. Ever since I was a child, I've always wanted to go there, and I've got this one opportunity in life to fulfil a lifetime ambition. And America has always been a big draw to me, and I don't entirely believe everything you see in the British media, which portrays, you know, the American people. I want to see it for myself, and I want to meet real American people and play some music with American people and have a really nice time and absorb the culture and see what kind of country it actually is.
Well, they have a similar perception of us. They all assume we're from London and we're like these big city people, and it's just we judge it based on what we see put in front of us rather than actually go and see it for ourselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And I think the whole you know, the other part of the journey is, you know, it's about, I've had a quite tumultuous 2.5 years apart from the music, which has kept me sane and you know, kept me around. This is a personal journey as well, because I'm going on my own.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm just trying to find a bit. I suppose I'm trying to find a part of my soul is what I'm trying to find, and whether I find it over there, I don't know. You know, but we will see. And every intention is to come back, see my brothers, and
Carry on.
and use that experience or that life experience,
Full of new music.
full of new music and new friends, and go from there.
How do you know the people that you're meeting along the way then?
I met Robert through the Lazy Days crew. Robert's a musician, and thoroughly nice guy. Really, he's come to see us play at Galley in the Abbey, and and Robert's one of the few people when I kind of write something fresh, I'll send it over via Messenger and have a bit of a critique back. And he's always been incredibly nice and polite and just wonderful to me and my friends. And so he offered for me to stay over in the short term until I get going on my travels, which is very kind of him. And so that's how I know him, really. And
So
like meets like, if you know what I mean. Nice people meet nice people, don't they?
So what are you going to do whilst he's gone then?
Well, me and Rhett are going to play, maybe with somebody else.
They're queuing up. They're
queuing
up.
I'm replacing you
They're
already.
queuing. I'm gone.
Yeah. I've started playing with a few people
Oh,
already, so that
yeah.
it doesn't get too lonely when he goes.
Oh,
you know.
mate.
Like those two young guys, Joe and his mate.
Oh,
you know.
Joe and James.
So yeah, Joe and James.
They're brilliant.
Yeah, really good.
They're playing at our
Yeah.
Do I know them?
Joe Mills and James. They're just brilliant.
You might have seen them at
You might have seen them.
Hawthorns.
Yeah, you might have seen. They played last Tuesday. They're brilliant. Absolutely
Oh,
brilliant.
playing at the open mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been for a few weeks.
No.
So I wouldn't have called
I said
them.
to him, I said, have you got 45 minutes? Yeah. And so they're going to
So
play.
we won't be kicking our heels, we'll be
No,
carrying on.
busy.
Well, I see you jam all the time. I
Yeah.
remember a few months ago, and I always remember this night, when you guys played.
Yeah.
So Kate had supported you and someone else, but we didn't get there until your set started. And you finished, and Kate was like, you didn't see me play. And I was like, we'll play now then. And it had finished, it was what, 11, half 11?
Right.
And she started, and then this other guy, and everyone, it just ended up in this big jam, and you
Yeah.
ended up going and joining on. It went on for 45 minutes. It's like, oh.
Really? Was it that long? Yeah.
Yeah, everyone came back in, because everyone was
great.
planning to go and stuff.
Yeah.
And
That was
music
good. Your
continued.
birthday. Your birthday we did that, didn't we?
Oh, did we? I'd forgotten because I wasn't feeling very well.
You
I
weren't?
nearly didn't come.
Yeah.
But,
And loads of people turn up, and it was at the
Yeah.
Hawthorns. We did the backstage, and it was just a huge jam.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, it
absolutely
was
brilliant.
great.
David
Pete
Lunas
came,
was
didn't
there,
he?
wasn't he?
Yeah.
The lovely David Lunas
Yeah,
and Molly.
that was a lovely evening, yeah.
Yeah, Nick Wakeling, he was playing as well, wasn't he? And that young lad, it was just absolutely brilliant, yeah.
There's always something, because I've been involved, not playing an instrument, but been sat in on some jamming sessions, and there's just a really great vibe when, especially when musicians from different bands or different backgrounds come together and just start making music together.
Yeah.
It's just a really great feeling.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a bit
beautiful-
special, yeah.
Yeah, man, isn't it? Yeah, we're all about that anyway. You know, we encourage, if whatever gig. I mean, we've got a few gigs coming up. Before I go, we got this Sunday, Barton St David. We're at the Barton Inn, and there's a lovely lady called Maddie Uphill and Still. They're called. They're really, really good. We saw her at the open mic there, didn't we?
Yeah.
And so, because she's a local girl, would you like to play? And yeah, absolutely. David Lunas, we've asked David, and he's going to play. And then there's us, and that will go on till whatever. But you sure as eggs are eggs, like we were there last time, there'll be a bit of jamming and stuff going on. Then the next one's a Cider Barn, Feb 11th, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that will be with a couple that we met from Dorset Way, Lucy and Matt. They'll be playing, and Neil Shaban's son, Sandy, he'll be playing.
Oh, okay.
So that's, so that's the kind of thing. And then obviously we're up to Birmingham. We've got a gig up there, or near Birmingham, which is pretty cool. This pub we've just been asked to play.
Oh,
And
blimey.
so we're going to probably take Kate with us as well,
Okay, that'd
and kind of get her out there and just give her a bit of, just kind of get out of the town, do that kind of thing.
get her out of Glastonbury.
And then the big gig at the 10th of March at the end, my leaving
The
party.
goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye,
Au
Spenny.
revoir, we've replaced you already.
Yeah, it's it. Yeah, and then there's that. And so in there we've got Joe and James. They're going to play. Kate's going to play. Katie Goff. we've got Nick and Sherry, they're going to play as well, which is a kind of nice tie-in. I'm hoping one of the Van Buxton boys can play, if not both of them. There's us, and there's also, of course, Pete Stone and his band, Jacob Extra.
I've not seen
So
them.
they're amazing. They're absolutely brilliant. And you've got they've got like Will, who's in that band. James Slater's in that band. It's just brilliant.
Yeah.
So we'll be sandwiched in the middle. They'll play at the end, and then it will be.
And you won't remember any of it?
No.
Oh yeah, I'll be good. I'll be fine. So hopefully we can pack the pub out, and you know it's going to be a really, really good night.
We'll make sure we're there.
Yeah, you know, because there'll be lots of musicians there anyway, and I know what will happen. People will start breaking out and jamming and things like that, because it's a big place that you could possibly do that as well.
Yeah.
And have a good time.
Okay, well now, before you do your last song, please tell us how you lost your sideburns. The infamous sideburns.
They were getting wild, weren't they?
Yeah.
It's when, well, it's one of those things, you know, where, you know, kind of the hair is getting longer anyway. And I kind of woke up in the morning and I looked like a walking thatched cottage, you know. It was kind of like that, you know. And I thought, do you know what? Though it's quite comforting, you know, kind of you like, you know, like twisting them, you know. Oh, this is relaxing. And what am I doing? You know. So I thought what I'd do is that I'd, you know, I'd kind of thin them out and still have the full, like, kind of Neil Young, Elvis Presley kind of look. And then I just kind of mistimed, and one chunk came out. Well, that's it then, isn't it? So shaved them off, and yeah, I've been trying to keep them down now.
Do you miss them?
Not at the minute, actually. I think I will grow them down a bit further because it is kind of odd, you know.
You're
like,
going to come back from America with like face
big jowls, yeah. And I did look a bit badgery as well, you know, with that kind of white tufts underneath. So yeah, it was probably the thing to get them, you know. So. Okay.
So what song are you going to end with?
Well, I was going to speak to my mate Shah. I was thinking about
whatever you like.
Yeah, we could. I'm thinking we could do one of our. Maybe not. We could do either give a little love, or would you like to do A Better Way? Because I know A Better Way is one of your favourites. Should we do A Better Way?
Yeah.
A Better Way, man. Let's do that. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is about getting people together and trying to change the world for a positive way.
We all need a bit of that right now.
We all need a bit of that. So yeah, it's a bit of a coming together song, isn't it? Really? Yeah, it's a bit of love and light. So there you go.
Excellent. Well, it's been a pleasure having you in our.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Until next time.
Until next time. Thanks, Georgie.
Yeah.
And thank you, Paige, who's been in the background doing bits and bobs. Thanks for inviting us into your home. It's lovely. Thank you very much indeed. Good man. I see a better way, and I see a better way. I see a better way.